Hey YouTube, it's Stewart here from the Earn While You Sleep YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to look at 5 tips to help your print-on-demand business grow. So, is there still an opportunity to make money in print-on-demand? Well, sit back, relax, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this. Hey YouTube, just before we get into the video, just a little bit about the channel. I'm Stewart, married to my wife Emily, with our beautiful daughter Mia. And this channel is about tips and tricks for generating more money through passive income. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then please hit that subscribe button to not miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button. And for any comments about the video, please put below and we'll always come back to you as quick as we can. For now, let's get into it. Hey YouTube, so I've got the websites loaded up ready for you. So the first one we want to look at is copyright. Now this is extremely important. You want to make sure that what you're selling is not copyrighted in any way, so you're not infringing on somebody else's content, which in turn could see your account getting banned. So the first thing to do is always check whether it is copyrighted. Now each country where you're selling will have its own copyright and patents. Biggest sales for me is the United States, so I'll show you the United States website. It's very simple to use. You just follow it till you get to the search box for what you want to do. You can see before in a previous video I did Let's Go Brandon, but I will show you, for example, Nike. Now, we all know that Nike is copyrighted, but you can come on here and actually see that there is a copyright against it. So here, Nike, it's got a registration number, it's live, and if you want, you can click on it to get some more information. And this will tell you the different items that are covered within the copyright. So make sure before you make any designs, or certainly make your designs live, that you check to see if it's copyrighted. Very, very important. You don't want your account to get banned. So number 1 is copywriting. Number 2, upfront costs. Is there any upfront costs? No, there isn't, particularly for the sites that I use. So I use Merch by Amazon, Redbubble, and TeePublic. These sites, you do not have to pay anything to join. You do not have to pay anything to upload your designs, and anything that you do design and sell, you don't have to pay any costs. What you do have to do is take into account that the hosts, whether that's Merch, Redbubble, or so on, they will take a big percentage of the sale. You then decide how much extra you make as profit. So typically for Merch by Amazon, they would start off with a t-shirt, which is the biggest selling item, at £13.07. This, if you're going at this price, will just be break even for you. You won't make any profit, but you can make a sale. Redbubble, similar principle. You have your bits. That's my summary of my sales. Actually, I'll show you that more detail in a sec. But you have your figure where you can make no money and just break even, or you can then start adding on. I'll make 10%, 15%, 25%, whatever percent you choose. So there's no cost with this. However, you might find, if you're not very good at designing t-shirts like myself, there's costs hidden there. So I'm in a member of Placeit, which is somewhere where you can come and use their designs templates to make your own designs. You do have to pay for this. There is also things that you might want to pay for, such as research items like Merch Informer. Again, I'm a member of this, so this is costs I have to pay out every month. So you can do it completely for no cost at all. However, particularly for somebody like myself who's not that good at designing, I do actually spend a little bit each month to try and find niches and to make my designs and hopefully sell. So that's point number 2. Point number 3, can you still make money? Well, I'll reload the slide for Redbubble in a second. First of all, my merch by Amazon. I've made 139 sales, which has given me $80.19 in royalties, and I've sold predominantly into America, but also a little bit into UK and a little bit into France. Now, those numbers on the face of it aren't great at the moment. Amazon uses a tier system, so you constantly are in a tier. I'm in tier 500, which means I can have 500 live designs. You start off in tier 10, you have to sell 10 items, fill your slot. You can only have 10 items per tier. So, sorry, your tier dictates how many items you can have. So, tier 10, you can have 10 live designs. After that, it's tier 25, you can have 25, and 100, 500, and so on up the scale. I think you can go up to tier 200,000 now, I believe. So you're restricted by what tier you're in. So at the moment, I've got 139 sales, and I've made $80.19. Again, that doesn't sound like a lot money-wise, but my idea is, particularly in the lower tiers, was to not chase profits on those sales. I wanted to tier up. So I would do a lot of my items would start out with 0 profits for me until I made the sale, and then I would start to tier up. So they're my numbers for merch. TeePublic, I've probably made about $30 over the last year or so. I don't make much out of TeePublic. I also don't spend that much time in TeePublic either. I prioritize merch, then Redbubble, then TeePublic. But it's still $30 that I've made. And my biggest earner so far has been Redbubble. So you can see over a 12-month cycle, I've made in pounds £183.93, which I'm really, really pleased with. I used to spend more time in Redbubble than I do now because I was lower tiered on Amazon, and I wanted to prioritize Amazon. But when I filled my slot, which was quite quick, I could then have time free for Redbubble. Whereas at the moment, I've just been recently tiered up, so I'm focusing time on Amazon. Once that time's done, I'll then go into Redbubble. So you might look and think, well, that's crazy, you're making more money out of Redbubble, but it's a long-term plan. So I wanted to show you, yes, you can make money. I've been going at this just over a year. I think it was about August in 2020. So you can make money. You can. So having said that, this will bring me up to point number 4. And I've just briefly mentioned it there. What is the best platform? Well, in my opinion, and I would say it's probably the case for a lot of print-on-demand sellers, merch by Amazon is by far the best platform to use. Early on, when you're in lower tiers, you won't be making that much money and you won't be able to upload that many designs, so it won't take up that much of your time. But as a long-term plan, prioritize merch. Make sure you're filling your slots every day. Try and get sales. It's the biggest e-commerce website in the world. More people use merch by Amazon by a significant number compared to Redbubble and any other print-on-demand site. They call it an invite only, so you have to email them to say why you think that you should be able to join, and then they will approve you. You can't just join like you can at Redbubble, TeePublic, and many other ones. So it's harder to get in, but the payoffs are far, far greater. Not so much at first, like I said, and as I've shown you in the numbers, but long term, merch is definitely my priority. It always has been, but now I'm getting more slots available. It's taking up more of my time. Definitely merch. But the great thing about this is once you've created a design, you can use it on multiple different sites. So my one design I can use on merch, I can use on Redbubble, and I can use on TeePublic. I haven't got to redesign them. I can just use the one design. So that's really helpful for me to save time. But if and it's a big if you can only do one and you can get invited to it, prioritize merch. And this will kind of lead on now to point number 5, which is how to make easy designs. I am not a designer. I can't design. I'm rubbish. But I've still made successes with designing, but I rely heavily on design templates. So I go and place it, like I said, and here that you can do lots of different designs from their gallery, or their database is probably a better word to describe it. So say for example in designs, if you were to search, I don't know, yoga. So if we have a look what we can find yoga, and we particularly want to look at a yoga t-shirt designs because they do lots of different stuff. But you can see here, you got a lot of different stuff coming up for yoga. So you can then click on one of those and you can customize, you can change the text, background, you can change the font, you can change the picture. There's lots of different things that you can do with this design. Just wait for it to load, if it ever will. Hopefully it does at some point. So it's an ideal place for somebody like me who can't do designs. So as you can see, you've got different items there, different pictures there where you can change the pictures to something else if you want. You just click it and it changes. You can change your text, so you can rewrite it. You got into there, breathe in, so you just go into here and you can put, I don't know, test, and then breathe out. Change that to yoga, and then this will then change the text below. You can then move it round. As say, you can change the font. And a good thing as well, when you're moving it around, you have snap tos, so you know when it's centered in the picture, you know when it's centered against other text, and so on and so on. It's very handy. One thing to always remember though, whenever you do anything in terms of designs, always change your backgrounds to being transparent. But another good thing, and this is what I mainly use Placeit for now, is I've joined a website called All American Graphics, which I'll see if I can quickly load up for you now. All American Graphics. Hopefully this works. And what this is lots of different ready-made American designs, whether it's flags, whether they do stuff for like fishing. As you can see on here, here's some typical examples. So they do lots of different American logos and stuff around the flag. I then download these, I put them into Placeit, and I customize the text. So I'm not just using Placeit for their database of images, but I'm also using it as somewhere where I can upload my images and use text in a blank canvas. So it is very, very helpful for me because I'm not very good at designing. Other people will be fantastic. They will use stuff like Photoshop or whatever. The Photopea is another one I know is out there. People use, they're a lot more creative than me, but I've still managing to make this work and making money out of it. And I will just scale up my designs, like I said, particularly on merch, and have a bigger online real estate in terms of designs, which will hopefully bring me more sales. And that is it. That is your 5 tips. Hopefully they helps you. Hopefully they're of interest. Like I said, if you like the video, thumbs up would be great. Subscribe, obviously brilliant. And any comments you've got about your journey, if you could put them below, I'd appreciate it. But until the next one, have a good one.